The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday to everyone. This is a great day, you all, and this is a wonderful Saturday morning. And I hope everyone's up with your coffee, with your tea, with your breakfast, and we're getting ready to share together um, and come together to encourage one another to release ourselves into our place of destiny. I really hate the way this camera is sitting this morning, but we're going to flow with it. I want to encourage everybody to know that you can do everything that you were predestined to do. I want to encourage everyone that you can achieve and accomplish everything that was set out for you to accomplish in your life. I want to encourage everyone this morning that yes, there is that girl on the inside of you waiting to be released. What is that girl? That's that person that's on the inside of you screaming, let me out. That's that creativity that's on the inside of you screaming, let me out. That is your destiny that's on the inside of you screaming, let me out. Well, I want to encourage you all this morning, again, as we do every Saturday morning, that yes, that girl is alive and well on the inside of you, and you can accomplish all of your goals, all of your aspirations, all of your dreams, all of your desires. You can do that. What are some ways that you can do that? Through prayer, through fasting, to get an understanding of what it is that God created you for, what purpose, what era. Where did God create you to be released in at this time in your life? You all know seasons come and seasons go. So where are you right now? Where are you supposed to be right now in your place of destiny? You all, I want to encourage everyone to invest on today. I want to encourage everyone to invest in you. You are your greatest commodity. You are the hottest stock that is out on the market right now. What you have down on the inside of you is the greatest gift, the greatest tool. It's the greatest thing that's going to thrust you into your next place. It's going to thrust you into your next level of living your best life. What a way to invest. You have assurance that you will prosper from this investment. How do you know it's assured? How do you know that it's going to skyrocket and it will not come down? Because it was created divinely for you to fulfill in your life. And when you have those things that are fulfilled, that are predestined for your life, that stock will not crash. That market will not go no way but up. The only way you can go is up when you tap into your greatness, when you invest in you, when you invest time in understanding and energy and knowing who you are and what the greatest asset on the inside of you is. Well, that's what we're going to talk about this morning. What assets do you possess? Possess. What assets do you have in your hand that you are not using? I was watching yesterday some commentaries on YouTube about a lot of people are going into depression. A lot of people are contemplating suicide. I just believe firmly that that's because they have not tapped into that greatness on the inside of them that was created by God. Somewhere, this is just my belief, you all, that confusion of distractions of confusion came in their lives, came on their journey and caused them to get off track. We talked about goal for the last couple of weeks. Last week we talked about getting on the right road, heading in the right direction, not allowing anything to take you off of that path that was predestined for your life. That is one of the greatest things that I think, you all, that distracts us and take distraction of lack, distraction of laziness, distraction of fear, distraction of being defeated. I think those are some of the things that takes us off and causes us to miss the mark, causes us to miss the mark of our of our timing of coming out. There's a timing when some stocks are higher and when some stocks are lower. So you do not want to miss that point when it's time for you to get in to make your investment. It is time when you hear the voice, it is time for you to seek to get an understanding. When you seek and you get that understanding of what it is that your purpose to do, it is now time for you to invest your time into yourself. The first thing I would advise everyone to invest in would be your rest. Take rest before you get going. When you hear it, when you have an understanding, rest in it. Let it marinate a little bit on your mind. Don't be so quick to run and to just do. Let it marinate, let it sink in, and then you'll begin to hear what it is you're supposed to do. Which way do I go first? Which path do I take first? Which thing do I invest my time in first? Well, I would say all of that comes when you rest. It refreshes you, it reboots you, it gives you that motivation that you need so that when you get out on the path, you will not get discouraged, you will not become overwhelmed, your fear will not be able to overtake you. Low self esteem will have no way to come around you, but you'll be ready to move into your next. Invest in your mind. In your mind is where your treasure lies. In your mind is where your hope is. Invest in your mind. Download when you get an understanding of what and when and how. Begin the process of reading and studying. Begin the process of networking. Begin the process of trying to figure out which angle you're going to go. It's a process, you all. And how do you figure that out? Writing it on paper, when you're able to read it back to yourself and to see which way I'm going to make this investment. You're going to see which way I'm going to be able to uncover this thing that I know it will only go up and it will not come down. What if you put your time into, what you study, you all, what you really go hard after, it will go up. And it might seem like it's going to take some time, but the more time it takes, the more time you take. The more time it takes for your vision to be made manifest to the level that you feel it's supposed to be, you have to take that time. What time am I talking about? The time where you're waiting. I think it's the time where we're waiting. We've started it. We've began to build it up. It's all ready to go, but I don't see anything happening. And that's the point where discouragement can come in. But you have to put that thing in your mind the way you see it. You have to see it until you see it. You have to see it until you see the manifestation of that girl coming to life, coming out of you, and begin to walk it out and begin to exercise what it is that was on the inside of you because you prepared it, you've taken rest, you've studied it, you've put it all together, and now you're wondering why is it still not moving? It make you feel like you're at a place of stagnation. It can sometimes cause you to question, is this the place that I'm supposed to be in? It can cause you to question, is this the purpose for my life? Am I supposed to be doing charity every day, day after day? Am I supposed to be giving to people? Am I supposed to be helping and giving and helping? Well, that is one of the first. The third thing that I would say is a great asset to your building up your investment when you give, when you're a good servant, when you are a cheerful giver, meaning that which you found favor in, and it might not feel like it, but you were able to accomplish it. The more you give, the more we will receive. The more you put out, the more you share. I have a thing for people that master things, but they have a problem with sharing it with people because they're afraid that someone's going to take their place. Nobody can take your place. When you're rooted, and I say again, when you're rooted and you have a great understanding that this thing is something that I and only I was predestined to do, Why am I saying only I? Because I'm the only one can do it the way I'm going to do it. You can be performing the same task that I am doing it, but you're never going to duplicate me. You can try, you can imitate it, but you're never going to be, people will never be able to accomplish things you all the way that you do. So don't be afraid to share with people. Don't be afraid to give. Giving is one of your next greatest things that you can invest, put into your investment. Giving to people, giving your wisdom, giving your knowledge, giving the understanding that you have accomplished so that you'll be able to help somebody along their way. I'm talking about investing. I'm talking about investing that thing in your purpose, investing in it so that when it gets out there and when it begins to manifest, like I've been working with my business, my home daycare, as I begin to work on it, as I begin to enhance it, I'm the kind of person you can call me and I'm going to share everything that I can share with you about business because I want to see everybody's destiny come to manifestation. And when you're an investor, your eyes are able to see the good. You're able to see what's going to happen. You're able to see that this is a good place for me to put my money on. This is a good place for me to put my time on. But you cannot allow yourself to become overwhelmed with investing your time and putting your money and energy on things that was not predestined for your life. This is why I say you have to take rest. Take rest is so important. Taking rest will help you again to weed out all of the negative things. Have you all ever bought one of those Cricut machines? I had this big thing. I was going to make my t-shirts my own self, and so that I could, cross out the middleman. And I bought this Cricut machine. And one of the process of getting the design to the shirt, you have to do what's called weeding. There's this little bitty thing that you have to take and you have to pull every little piece that does not belong in your design. You have to pull it out in order to get the fulfillment of what it is that you've created, what it is that was created to go on your canvas. I want you all to know that this is a process that cannot be eliminated, because if you eliminate it, then the design will not come out to project that it was created to project. If we do not take time out to weed out laziness, to weed out procrastination, to weed out unhealthy eating, to weed out unhealthy conversations, then what you were created to exemplify, what you were created to display at this point in your life, it will not come out the way it was created to. And I believe that is one of the problems with why people are having these feelings of depression, because they did not take time to weed out everything. It takes a lot of time. It took so much time until I gave my whole machine. I had everything set up and ready. I gave it all away because the weeding process was too tedious for me. It took too much out of me. It's going to take a lot out of you all to weed out everything that should not be in your destiny. It's going to take a lot of time. And what we do is we give it away when we allow complacency to come, when we allow again fear to set in. We give away our whole destiny for that point in our time, in our lives. We give away the whole creation, that whole season that God predestined for you. Fear can come in and it can take it, and it will not look like what it was created to be. When we do that, you all, it looks a little bit funny. It looks a little bit shady. That's why you feel the way you're feeling, because you missed some of the weeding process. You got anxious and you begin to weed out, but you said, well, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look that bad. You see the people in your life. You see the negative patterns that you have, but you said, no, it's not that bad. I'm not that bad in that area. You see all of the negative energy around you, but you continue to let it stay, and it's causing your destiny to look a little bit funny. It's causing your purpose not to be fulfilled in a manner that you were created to fulfill your purpose. That's why the hurt is able to overtake you. That's why depression is able to come in. That's why the feeling that, man, I need to ball this thing called life up and throw it away. That's not what we were created to do. Take rest, you all. Take rest. Invest in your health. When you're operating and you're not healthy, that's the other thing that can come and still kill and to destroy your purpose. When you're living your life and you're not feeding your temple the right things, when you're not feeding your mind the right things, don't you all know that the food that you put in your body, it definitely plays a part of how your mind thinks? And I say this so harsh and so with passion on this morning because I'm not balling up another phase in my life and allowing it to be thrown to the side, not one more time. I'm not gonna slow down and just continue to go around my life, to continue to go around my destiny because it doesn't look so bad. So I'm just gonna use it. I'm just gonna live it the way it is. Nuh-uh. That's not the way that my life was created. I was predestined to do a thing, and we have to know that with great confidence and stand up and do what it is and live and display again those characteristics, those traits that you were created to. All of that comes together when you allow yourself to go through the process. When you allow yourself, like I said, that thing about the food, the best tasting foods, you all, is some of the things that are destroying us. The things that we love is that thing that's killing us physically. It's really killing you when you're eating, overeating, and you're binging and you're not physically working out. You're not physically moving. Those things will kill your dreams and your desires, you all, if you do not take in what is nutritious. What's nutritious? All binge watching all of these reality shows and always on social media looking at just any and everything. You're feeding your mind those things that will kill your visions, that will kill your destiny. Watch what you're investing in. Watch how many hours that you're investing your time in whatever it is. Make sure that it is positive. Make sure that this, whatever it is that I'm doing, is headed, pushing me into the right direction to see the manifestation of my destiny. I understand this morning I had a challenge, you all, with getting in, and I had a challenge with my internet. That's why the show is a little bit late today, because this thing right here is what's going to pull back that scalp off of all of the hurt and depression that is smothering your purpose, that's calling you to come out limping. It's causing you to come out looking a little bit like what you're trying to accomplish, but it doesn't completely look like what you're supposed to be. So I want to encourage you all today to invest in your rest, invest in your worship, prayer, and studying of the Word of God in your meditation. Invest in what you put in your mind. Invest what you put in your body, because it all comes together. Invest in the vehicles that is going to take you to get to the next place in your destination. I hope this has been inspirational for somebody to know that you can and you will accomplish that greatness. You don't have to be discouraged. The best thing about it, you all, when you're doing the weeding, you can always go back to it and take that little dot out You can always go back to it and you can take that little part out. And then it will be ready to be put on the canvas, to be put on display. You can always go into the place where you find yourself. You might say, I'm 53. I should have did that one back then. No, 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 no. You can always go back to the weeding process to weed out everything that is not supposed to be. I have a friend, and you all may see the commercial about the time underground furs. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, you all, to know that when you do your part, that's what's going to wake up the universe. That's what's going to cause that positive energy to come to you. He also wrote a book, Reinventing Yourself at Any Age. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how long it has taken. You can always go back to that weeding process to take out everything out of your life that's not supposed to be. You can go back and eat properly. You can go back and exercise. You can go back and get a fresh start, a fresh wind to rejuvenate your body. You see, we're praying for healing, but we have to do our part. When you put yourself in a position and do your part, then you're ready to be displayed because all of the negativity has been taken out. Your canvas has been washed clean and now it's ready to be displayed. Again, I am Sholanda. I have been your host. I am here with you all every Saturday morning doing just what I'm doing right now, hoping that I am motivating someone to get up and to move, hoping that I'm encouraging someone, inspiring someone to get up and to go, to take rest, to invest in this thing called your purpose and your destiny, that it will be able to be displayed in totality and fullness, that everybody will be able to see the greatness that was on the inside of you. Now, here it is out and it is manifested. Again, you all, I want to encourage you all to support and to purchase my book, The ABCs of Prayer. This is one of the greatest foundations, like I said, for you and it as well as for your children. We want to teach our children how to pray. And this was a tool that was given to me to help. It teaches them the letters, it gives them the word, it gives them an illustration, and then it gives them the word of God. We have to learn and teach our children how to effectively pray, that they too will be able to see the manifestation of their predestined, of their purpose, of their destiny. And along with the book, I've created a activity book. Any activity book, it allows them to be able to show their ability to color and to do art. It allows them to see the memory verse that is on each page in the book. It helps them. You all know, you learn through repetition. The more you see something, the more it will sink down in your head, in your mind, into your remembrance. So we have the word of God, and we have to fill in the blank to help them to know that they remember the scripture. So this set is sold for $25. The book is a hard copy book. This is something great for you all to get for your kids for Christmas. If you don't have children, you can get it for someone else. Christmas is coming. You can buy it in bulk to donate to different organizations if that's something that you so desire to do. Well, the book is also sold on PayPal. It's on Amazon, or you can reach me personally via Messenger, or you can call me at 708-351-0002, and I'll make sure that we'll get you your copies shipped out to you. Listen, happy Saturday, happy fall. The trees are beautiful. The wind is blowing and it's not too cold. So let's get out and enjoy ourselves. Have a wonderful, blessed, happy day. And remember, invest in you so that that greatness, that girl, that aspiration, that dream, that hope, desire that it will come out and it will be on display in perfection. All righty. You all have a great and wonderful day. And again, my name is Sholanda and I have been your host. I will see you same day, same time. See you later.
The fall and winter fashion seasons are upon us. Time Underground Furs have every coat you need to be unique and stand out in the crowd. From furs, minks, leather, suede, vests with the fur, blue jean jackets with fur, cashmere, and wool coats, with over 350 coats to choose from. Rarely will you see two of the same coat. Quality coats and excellent customer service is first and foremost. Our entire inventory is wholesale priced. You never pay full price. Every coat is 25% or more less than any other store that sells fur coats. Why pay retail when you can buy the same coat for wholesale and save hundreds of dollars? Time Underground Furs also sells to other stores at wholesale prices. We also have very nice pre-owned, slightly worn furs. We lease our coats for all types of events and have 30-day layaway only. The mission is to take the coats out of our store and put them in your closet or store. Wearing a mink or unique coat transforms you to the best version of yourself, and everyone wants a fur coat. Time Underground Furs is here to make that happen. We do appointments only. Time Underground Furs, located in River Oaks Mall in Calumet City, 708-252-1434. That's 708-252-1434. Or check out our website at www.tymeundergroundfurs.com. It's time to purchase a fur from Time Underground Furs.